Well, welcome everybody to the NTEA show 2022. We're finally all together again instead of the virtual shows that's been existing for the last couple of years. So glad to have everybody at the booth today. There's some real milestones here at Vanair this year. It marks our 50th anniversary of being in business, and it marks my 25th anniversary as a CEO, with the great pleasure of being able to serve this wonderful team that we've been able to put together over the course of my career here. So it's a real blessing on a personal level. There's rare opportunities in business where you get the opportunity to really introduce some magnificent products that we're introducing in the market today and throughout the show. And one of those, Vanair, as you well know, has been in the business for 50 years, and we've really kind of led the industry in all-in-one power solutions, mobile power solutions, and today we're announcing that we're collaborating with the #1 manufacturer of weld technology on the planet, and that is Lincoln Electric. So it's been a wonderful collaboration as we introduce our new Aeronarch 330 diesel all-in-one power system. What an honor to be able to work with these guys, I have to tell you. And when we first, one of the things that we did when we were deciding, when we were going to redesign our traditional Aeronarch product is, who do we want to work with? And I have to go back almost 44 years. My trade is, I'm an auto mechanic. And I first started to learn how to weld on Lincoln machines when I was in my teens. And then along my path, I was promoted into management at a utility company. And during that time, one of my first jobs was I wrote technical specifications for fleet acquisitions. And one of the first tasks that I was assigned was to write a specification for a welder for our pipeline welders. Now, for those who know, pipeline welders, they're kind of the tip of the spear of critical weld technologies. So I thought I was doing my job effectively, and I had Lincoln Electric as one of the selections that I made, and I had a couple other candidates. Because I was still a young pup, I was maybe in my early 20s, I had to submit my technical specifications to my supervisor for approval. And I submitted it, and he said, "What's these other two on here?" And I thought, well, I'm just putting them on there for competitive reasons, right? So we can get competitive bids, and we'll get competitive bids, and we'll buy the best. He said, "Do you know who you're dealing with here?" I said, well, I'm writing this specification for the pipeline welders. He said, "Do you know who these guys are?" I said, "These are the tip of the spear of craftsmen and certified welders in the industry. They're building our infrastructure. It's not their choice. They demand." So that comes back 44 years later, that who are we going to do business with? Who do we want to collaborate? It was a natural for me. It was Lincoln Electric, because that comes back from 44 years ago when I was an auto mechanic, and then I became a fleet engineer. So what choices did I have? There was only one. And what a magnificent relationship it's been. So when we started having our initial discussions, we went to Cleveland, and it was such a comfortable meeting atmosphere. It just made us feel like I was having a sandwich and a beer with my best friends. It was just the culture, everything about our first initial meetings just said, and even on our ride back with Dean and Greg, I said, this is the real deal. I have been in C-suite meetings before, and sometimes it can be a little intimidating. It wasn't at all with the Lincoln folks. It was just a wonderful collaboration, and we began to collaborate on the designs. And our engineers were exchanging CAD drawings and 3D models and communications back and forth that continue to this day, weekly, daily, right? I mean, these guys are talking to today as we're introducing this product here before everybody today, and it's been a magnificent undertaking for sure. Some of the technologies that we have in the system is obviously Lincoln, but one of the things that Vanair had done is we designed and built our own air end specific. It's purpose built for this product. Now we're going to use that as we expand in other redesigns, but the air compressor that's on here is 60 CFM, it's 330 amps of welding, 10 kW of AC electric, battery boost, battery charge, and 330 amps of welding capabilities. So it really is, I think, going to lead the industry, not only in North America, but worldwide. It's a phenomenon that we're very pleased to be part of. You talk about, the the chopper board technology and the choke technology, and what does that mean for the industry? I mean, to a lot of us, it's word salad, right? But to the guys that are actually doing the welding, it has a tremendous amount of impact on the capabilities and the smoothness of welding. So what I like to do is I thought about this a little bit, and I equated to the tour pros on the golf circuit, right? They all carry a hybrid club. Why do they carry a hybrid club? It's because if they mishit a ball, the ball will fly straighter with greater trajectory on target. That's the same thing that the chopper technology applies to the welders. It makes the professional that much better, but it makes the amateur, quite capable of their welding capabilities. So, and it's been a while since I welded, but when I welded with the chopper technology and the choke technology, it was like laying out a roll of dimes. It was like I never left the electrode down for decades, right? So being very impressed with the technologies that we have to offer there. There's an old cliche. This is maybe the best thing since sliced bread. This ain't that. This is the machine that will repair and maintain the bread slicer, right? So sliced bread is good, but if you don't have a well-maintained bread slicer, you've got nothing. So this is the machine that's going to maintain and repair that bread slicer. So Dean, I'll turn it over to you. And the other thing is that I want to mention is the last time we were at this show was 2 years ago. Nothing in the Vanair booth today even existed 2 years ago. Everything in the booth is brand new. Everything, to the literature, to the backdrop, to the marketing information. It's all new. That I credit our engineering team with the work that they've done very rapidly over the past couple of years. So very proud of those, the guys and gals that work in the engineering staff. Dean?
That's hard to follow. Right. Yeah, thanks. I just wanted to offer just a little bit more information about the product itself. Again, very excited to launch that. It's industry leading, not just from the two names that have collaborated. As Ralph said, we recognize them. They're the world leader in welding technology and welding performance, and we're excited to partner with them. And these markets for sure have recognized Vanair as the leader in mobile power and especially in air compressor technology as well. So really feels great to be able to collaborate them and put this machine together. Some additional features that we've added to this machine that are new to this product line for us. This machine is smarter than it's ever been anything else in the entire product family. So we've got variable speed control on the unit, and it's also got auto start stop. So the unit's going to be able to shut down when there's not a demand, and it's going to be smart enough to sense when you're asking for power again and automatically restart itself. And this is just one of in a product roadmap of many machines that are going to be coming that are going to carry that same Lincoln badging. We have a product roadmap that has an incredible vision for many more additional models, and I think maybe even some that might even be announced as soon as later this year. So very excited about that. Lots of features. Phil, any comment?
No, we're just very excited about the collaboration and again putting together what we consider the best technologies from both our parties. We're just excited to bring the best solution to the service truck space. So we're very excited and very thankful.
Likewise.
Yeah. So,
what a great experience.
Yeah. So I'll be able to answer a lot more questions about that. We've got some other products, I think, too, that we were going to make some announcements on. So as Ralph said, everything in the booth is new. Everything that you see behind us, this is our EPIC product group. EPIC standing for Electrified Power Equipment. Vanair is, if you've been around the show at all, you see there's something electric in just about everybody's booth that's here. I think when I walked around the show before it opened, there was somewhere around 40 electric chassis that are out there. So it's coming, right? It's here. It's not just coming, it's here now. And those customers are really looking for, now that I've been able to find a transport vehicle, a vehicle that's going to get me from point A to point B that answers all those questions that I have from a zero emission standpoint or something like that. I've got that vehicle. Now I need to turn it into a work truck, right? So, and that's where Vanair comes in. We're going to put the work in work truck, okay? And so we've developed this entire line of electrified products. And the neat thing about this product group is it doesn't matter where that fleet or end user is in their journey to electrification. Maybe it's just their first step. Maybe they're still going to be with an internal combustion engine for a while, but they want to start to stick their toe in the water with some electrified power equipment. This equipment, it doesn't care what vehicle gets mounted on, whether it's an internal combustion engine, whether it's a hybrid vehicle, whether it's hydrogen, whether it's electric, it doesn't care. It can work on anything. So we've got, at Vanair, we've developed our own battery. So we've got our Element battery system. It's a lithium iron phosphate chemistry. That particular battery right there is kind of our base battery model. That's a 5 kilowatt battery. What you see kind of set around in the booth are some of the different pieces of equipment that you can run from that battery. Obviously at Vanair, we're very well versed in air, so we've got reciprocating type compressors, rotary screw compressors, and they range in this product family from as small as 5 CFM output all the way up to down there at the end of the booth, mounted on the truck down there, and I'll take some people down there and answer some questions down there at the end of this. We have industry-leading products again in that it's the world's first electric-driven 160 CFM truck-mounted compressor. So from 5 CFM to 160 today. We offer additionally inverters. So the requirement maybe is 120 or 240 volt output. We certainly have inverters too. Of course, our input on our base battery is 48 volts, so they're converting 48 volt to the 120 and 240 that's needed. Maybe they're looking for some sort of fluid transfer, and I need to run a hydraulic pump, or I need to run a water pump, or something like that. So maybe it's to lift one of these cranes that you see on a truck, or an aerial device, or something like that. So we have electrified the ability to be able to run hydraulics as well. So to be able to take a PTO and pump off of a truck, or turn a truck off, we have that as well. Another neat feature is a welder. We've got a hand-carry battery-powered welder over here. This particular welder is, I think, going to be revolutionary in the market. There's a lot of things that we're doing these days that makes it a lot harder to get to. You know, congested lots, multiple trailers backed in, and a guy's got to get maybe to the back of a trailer to weld them on a lift gate or a mud flat bracket. And this particular welder is going to be able to do that for them, and he can carry it back there, and it's lighter than a set of 50-foot weld cables. So that's something great. Some other things that we've got too. This is going to be some game-changing things in the industry. We all know that in the EV market, one of the things that comes out there that from people who are, first getting introduced to electric vehicles is something called range anxiety, right? They're concerned about, am I going to have the distance and the capacity that I need to get to where I need to go? Well, Vanair has introduced a mobile electric vehicle charging system. This particular module right here will allow you to connect to either our battery system, or it could connect to a generator in any Vanair product, and we can charge an electric vehicle. So we can do level 2 charging. And very soon coming, we will be launching a DC to DC, so fast charge electric system as well. We also offer a lot of other accessory items that provide multiple ways to be able to charge back that battery. So if they want to be able to do shore power when they get back to base that night, we have that as capability. If they want to be able to take power from the host vehicle, whether it's a combustion engine vehicle and we want to be able to take electrical power from that, or whether it's an electric vehicle that they're on and we want to be able to take power from that, we have converters that take the voltage from the host vehicle, and we can convert it into the voltage needed in order to be able to charge our battery. So those are some of the exciting things that we have going on. Anything you'd like to add with regard to the Epic?
Well, I was going to make just a couple of things back on the Aeronarch machine. We talked about, we truly feel, we talked kind of overplayed it or underplayed a little bit, but I truly believe from a standpoint that Vanair has been known as the air compressor company, Lincoln obviously as the welding company, and the two companies, it is a best-in-class product. I want to make sure that we get that message out, because there's two technologies together, and there's the collaboration, as Dean and Ralph spoke about. It's been almost roughly a two-year thing, coming together, engineers back and forth, and I really think that this is going to, from a market standpoint, is really going to create a lot of excitement. We've had a lot of...
It has created a lot of excitement in the last 24 hours.
So we've unveiled it, kind of shown it for the first time at the show yesterday when it opened, but tremendous feedback, tremendous buzz, I think, in the industry about the product, and I'm extremely excited about that. And also, just real quick on the Epic side, I mean, as you guys walk the show, everything's going electric at this show, right? And so this is a sweet spot for us, and something we developed in a very short order of time, only in the past year and a half, where our engineers have come together and developed these products, and it's the only end-to-end solution available anywhere in the marketplace at this standpoint, where we go from the battery to all the functionality and control it. I think Vanair is the only company that's right now anywhere that's doing the full gamut of electrified powered equipment. So I want to hats off to our engineers. A few of them are here, but very excited about the kind of the two products that we're launching. Just go from there, and we'll take any questions. You folks are here for any questions, and us too. So thank you all for coming.